What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you another cryptocurrency stream. And we had a bunch of patterns play out very nicely over the last 24 hours, guys. And we have a new pattern which could be playing out, which could yield us a new target. And I want to show you guys exactly how to make that trade on your favorite exchange, whether long or short. And there's a few other altcoins I want to talk about today, guys. They're pretty wild times in cryptocurrency. Price action is all over the place right now, but yes, they are still all following the main coins, guys. We have a lot to go over today. If you're not subscribed yet, definitely smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and I'm going to dive right into the price action. And don't forget about all of my giveaways. And if you're interested in becoming a student, head right over to the website and join the student program. Okay, guys, so check it out. I wanted to show you guys what I found in the Bitcoin price. So obviously, we had a descending tightening wedge right here, which broke out to the downside, very clear as day. Okay, if you measured, for instance, from the back to the point of breakout, I mean, guys, we punched right through it. And what was really nice is as we flipped the EMAs and started to flip them into the supports, we could start to see, hey, this is going to go a little bit further down. And guys, it's still going down right now. But we're right around the 200, for instance, on the hourly. If we can break back above this, that's a very good sign, guys, but we definitely have a very clear pattern which is playing out right now. It's just a descending tightening wedge. Let me make this white. Okay. Remember to color coordinate, guys. It's really important for your charts to really pop out at you. You want your price action to really stand out, okay? Remember, trading is peer-to-peer. You're basically trading against other people. Someone makes more money, someone makes less. By mastering your entries and your exits, you're going to maximize your profit potential. Okay, so in simplicity, guys, we could obviously go down to much smaller time frames and find all the patterns within patterns. Let's just jump down and get a look at that right now. Okay, so within this descending tightening wedge here, we do have several other patterns playing out. For instance, we have a whole bunch of wedges here, and that's where all these target representations came from. For instance, the immediate price action. A lot of people ask me, how do you know where it's going in the immediate? How do you continuously make all these profits? It's crazy. Well, guys, I'm playing my patterns within patterns here. Let me just draw all these patterns out for you. Okay, when you play your patterns within patterns in combination with indication readings, and then you cross the road, for instance, making sure you're covering yourself, I mean, it just becomes readily apparent for you there. So for instance, let's just take these last few measurements here. This one's a little too dirty here, but we could be getting something like symmetrical right here, real tight, or a wedge. It depends. This could be over bought territory there. Let's just factor it in like that. That's kind of what we're looking. Could get a break out of this right now. Guys, let's do all those target projections. So for instance, measured the back, point of breakout, you guys easily hit, and that's when we actually started to form the new pattern there. Just gonna make that red. Same thing here. Okay. Broke out right there, actually, so we did have a moment of retracement, but guys, notice these targets are getting hit. Okay, yes, they're a little bit overextended, and that's what I said about the smaller patterns, guys. Sometimes we're going to get that little bit of volatility that will actually make the price targets a little bit elongated or shorter, and that's just something you can expect in the smaller patterns. For instance, the patterns within patterns, usually the bigger patterns will represent very clear targets, easy as day stuff, and it's just a measurement of time as to when it gets there. Okay, remember, time is extremely pivotal to the target projections. That's exactly what I'm looking at in the Bitcoin price, guys. And remember, when in doubt, zoom out. So even just on the hourly here, we're working to hopefully get back above the 200. And guys, just in simplicity, when we punched back above 35.5, that was a good sign. Okay, for instance, we're putting in higher low, higher low, higher low. Okay, higher high, higher high, higher high. Okay, that is a good sign, guys, and we are back above the legacy line right now. Let's see how this plays out over the next few days here. You definitely get some really good price targets and projections here, and watch for even stronger patterns to form out. We could be in, for instance, a ascending tightening wedge up this way. For instance, if we get this bounce right here, we could possibly form another pattern like this. Okay. So for instance, maybe something like that. Okay. That's assuming this stops right here. Okay. But if it does and starts to actually go back up, then this pattern is easily confirmed. We have one touch, two touch, two touch. Okay, we have to factor that in. Okay, so let's see how this actually plays out, or if we break down out of this. Remember, play your indications and your patterns and patterns and your indications into patterns to make your trade entry. But guys, just in simplicity, we break out of the smaller patterns at the resistance, you go long. We break out of the smaller patterns support, you go short. Okay, and same thing with these medium-sized patterns, and of course the bigger patterns as well. Let's jump over to a few other alts. I wanted to talk about ELECTRONEUM. Okay, guys, so some good news. And guys, just for transparency, I made this wedge upon the second touches. So one touch, two, one touch, one touch, two touch. This is where I actually formed the bottom line, and look how it got respected. I formed the top line right here. And guys, look at this. That's the beauty of technical analysis. You can really predict where the market is moving as long as you understand your readings and your pattern analysis. So guys, just in simplicity, we do have a lot of smaller patterns than patterns. Let's talk about the most recent one. We'll go to the 15-minute, for instance. And guys, just for transparency, you can clearly see in this coin, you know, look at the difference in the price movement compared to something main coin like Bitcoin. Look at these big price spike movements here. Okay, we could change, there's the Hakina Shi. Okay, you can see it's still just totally torn up. That's the difference with alts, guys. You're not going to get those clear readings yet in coins that are in their complete infancy stages. For instance, under 10 years, you're going to get a lot of volatility, a lot of wild movement, to say the least. Okay, so yes, guys, we do have a lot of dirty wedges here. Nothing too clean other than some wedges, you know. But other than that, we're basically playing this bigger pattern right here, guys. And just in simplicity, we break the resistance, go for a long. We break this, go for a short. And guys, ELECTRONEUM definitely is going to have its day. It's going to have a big uptick within the next 2 years, guaranteed. And when that happens, we're going to be looking back on these prices, you know, 1/10 from where the price is now, and really regret not getting in on these times, guys. That's why I've been dollar cost averaging in as we neared 0.005 again. Okay, as we got down here, I did do one more buy. That was my most recent. Okay, just for transparency, guys, I got in like right, I think it was this one right there. Okay, that's exactly what I'm working with ELECTRONEUM, guys. Make sure to play your patterns properly here. Let's jump over to AMP, a very popular coin. I haven't looked at this one yet today, guys, so just bear with me here. But guys, let's just talk about this. We've had a very interesting time with AMP lately, okay? Since we broke the 55 way back, I've said, you know, guys, we're bearish, and we've been moving down ever since, quite simply. And guys, there's reasons I was able to predict that happening many months in advance, weeks in advance. It's the readings, okay? It's the indication readings, guys. But let's just talk EMAs for a brief moment here. We are trending downward right now. We have a lot of work to do before we can even think to get to higher time frames. For instance, we go to the 1 hourly. We are floating below the 200 very strongly here. Everything is spread out. We are moving down. We will be retesting trend within the next few days. Unless we get more volume, for instance, the moving average starts to go up, the volume bars start to go in a good way, green, for instance. Otherwise, we will be retesting, guys. AMP is an amazing project. I can't stress enough, these next month, 2 months are really interesting because it's institution trying to get you guys to be weeded out. Yes, the Bitcoin price could go down to, for instance, something like 24, maybe even a pinch lower. And that would be just a repeat of history that happened many times. For instance, over 70% blow-offs after a peak. So guys, that could be very well anticipated, guys, and you must be appropriating your bags appropriately here so you can maximize your profit potential even when the market is moving down. Remember, that's what shorting is for. And guys, if you're not familiar with shorting or, you know, squeezing leverage gains, guys, then head right over to the student program, guys, and get set up. It's just an amazing place to learn and grow. And my gosh, guys, the success rate in Zion is just incredible. And not only is that for many reasons, but one in simplicity is just the one-on-one attention when you can really just sit and ask questions and learn from someone who's doing it every single day. It just makes your success rate so strong, guys. And that's why Zion is doing so well. We've only had probably 2 people out of the whole program, over 100 people bow out or not complete or not continue on. And guys, when you come to me learning to trade, please, just for transparency, don't expect to be able to do the hardest form of trading, leverage trading, even if you have some trading background, you know, in the first 5 hours. It's just not possible. Leverage trading took me, you know, 10 years to really master and get down, and it hasn't been around that long, but I've been trading for a long time, okay? That comes with time and experience and an understanding of the technical analysis, okay? You can't just learn a few indications from me, for instance, in your first hour or 2 hours and make $1 million. I won't lie, we do have a couple savants that have came through the course and have made a lot of money after a little amount of time, but yes, they see the course through because there's a lot to learn, and they see that, guys. I want you to really hear that. There's so much apparent knowledge in my course that makes trading a reality for you guys, and that's what I really want you guys to hear. And I've made it very easy for you guys to sign up. You can just make a payment through PayPal. You can sign up for your course and book your own appointment right away. Once you get to Zion, guys, just say hello. And the only thing you really have to do other than that is send a payment confirmation, guys, and then you're in. And it's that simple, guys, and you'll see right away when you get there. It's just a great place to be. And guys, just remember, if you don't come from a rich family must come from you. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.